Here are the recent top sales of first overall picks from 2000 to 1991. The Islanders took Rick DiPietro first overall in 2000. Although DiPietro has the honor of being the first goalie ever taken first overall, he goes on to having a very average career at best that was riddled with injuries. And to make matters worse for the Islanders, Mike Milbury would trade away future Hall of Fame goalie Roberto Luongo to make room for the hot prospect DiPietro. Recently, a raw version of DiPietro's 2000 Upper Deck Young Guns sold on eBay for $35 on September 1st. The Atlanta Thrashers took Patrick Stefan first overall in 1999. An even bigger bust than DiPietro, Stefan scored only 188 points in 455 games. So not surprisingly, the highest recent sale I found was his 1999 Topps Gold Label Class 3 card, which sold on eBay for 75 Canadian on September 9th. This was a raw card and numbered 14 of 25. And if you're keeping score, Daniel and Henrik Sedin were drafted number 2 and number 3 that year and were just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame. The Lightning took Vincent Lecavalier first overall in 1998. The first non-rookie card makes the list with his 2020-21 Leaf Pearl letter or lace game-used patch, which sold on eBay for 270 Canadian on October 20th with best offer accepted. This card comes in a Leaf One Touch and is numbered 1 out of 9. The Bruins took Jumbo Joe Thornton first overall in 1997. His 96-97 Upper Deck Program of Excellence card sold on PWCC for 925 Canadian on September 24th with 28 bids. This was graded BGS 10 pristine with only the edges getting a 9.5. The Senators took defenseman Chris Phillips first overall in 1996. His 97-98 Pinnacle Zenith Z gold rookie card sold on eBay for $7.99 Canadian on October 24th. This was a raw card and numbered 98 out of 100, though the seller never listed the back of the card, so I can't actually confirm this. I was surprised to see such a high sale until I saw other Zenith gold numbered cards were selling for $900 to $1,000. The Senators draft first overall again in 1995 and take defenseman Bryan Berard, and 7 months later traded him to the New York Islanders along with Don Beaupre and Martin Straka in exchange for Damian Rhodes and Wade Redden. Even though he sustained a serious eye injury in the 2000 season, he still went on to play more than 600 NHL games and score over 300 points. Today, the highest sale I found was his 1997 Donruss Studio Hard Hats, which sold on eBay for 50 Canadian on October 13th. This was graded a PSA 9 and numbered 531 out of 3,000. The Panthers took defenseman Ed Jovanovski first overall in 1994. His 2015 Leaf In the Game Silver Super Swatch, which features an NHL logo patch, sold on eBay via ComC for 120 Canadian on September 24th with 23 bids. This is a raw card and numbered 1 of 1. The Senators picked first again and take Alexandre Daigle first overall in 1993. Some people may forget that he had a decent rookie season where he scored 20 goals and 51 points, but he never lived up to his draft hype. And although he played in over 600 NHL games, he scored only 327 total points. And in a loaded first round that featured Chris Pronger, Paul Kariya, and Saku Koivu, Daigle was considered a bust. His 1994 Pinnacle Rink collection in a PSA 10 recently sold on eBay for 40 Canadian on September 27th with best offer accepted. The Lightning picked defenseman Roman Hamrlik first overall in 1992. His 96-97 Pinnacle Select Certified Mirror Gold sold on eBay for 130 Canadian on September 19th at the fixed price. The Quebec Nordiques picked Eric Lindros first overall in 1991. If you were collecting like I was during this time, you'll definitely remember how red hot his cards were before even playing an NHL game, as well as the media frenzy around his decision to hold out and not play for the Nordiques. Eventually he's part of the blockbuster trade that sent him to the Flyers in June of '92 in exchange for Peter Forsberg, Ron Hextall, Steve Duchesne, Mike Ricci, Chris Simon, and Kerry Huffman. Plus, first round picks in '93 and '94, and $15 million in cash. There was even a 4-page story about the drama that made my October 5th, 1992 edition of Sports Illustrated. Well, it looks like Lindros still has some diehard fans, as his 2011-12 Panini Prime Captain's Cloth patch recently sold on eBay for $1,200 Canadian on October 25th with best offer accepted. This is a raw card and numbered 1 of 2. Well, that was certainly a blast from the past for me, as it brings me back to my junk wax collecting days. If you like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. Oh, and here's what the New York Rangers offered the Nordiques in the infamous avoided Lindros trade. What a massive amount of stuff. I guess you could make a trade like that work in the non-salary cap days. All right, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.